blinded. I can't see the court. I can't see the court.
Well, Coach, no Tony Parker, your floor leader tonight. Looks like you're struggling to score just 18 points. Thank you very much. Well, Coach, defensively, you held Miami to 13 points that quarter, 7 turnovers, just 5 field goals. What was the key?
I think they were looking at your suit.
All right, folks, gather around because we've got some major news shaking up the basketball world today. Gregg Popovich, the legendary coach who spent like 29 years transforming the San Antonio Spurs, officially steps down as head coach. Yeah, 29 years. That's nearly 3 decades. Can you imagine? Popovich's impact wasn't just about the wins and championships. It was like he genuinely reshaped team culture and how the game is played. Now, as Popovich hands over the coaching reins, we're all wondering like what's next for the Spurs, and more importantly, what does this mean for their star player, Victor Wembanyama? Seriously, this is big. All right, if you're watching this, odds are you're just as into basketball as I am. So do me a solid, hit that subscribe button so you never miss a beat right here. We're trying to hit that 1,000 subscriber milestone, and I'd love for you to be a part of that journey. Let's do this together. Right, let's dive a bit deeper into this emotional roller coaster, especially when we talk about Victor Wembanyama. So, Victor took to social media and poured his heart out in a beautiful tribute to Popovich. And honestly, it was like, wow, you could totally feel the gratitude, the respect, and kind of the admiration he has for Popovich. Victor's post on X was something you'd expect from someone whose life was honestly deeply touched by one of the greatest coaches ever. He thanked Popovich for the wisdom and leadership, and get this, for the culture Popovich created around the team and within the sport itself. But, you know, it wasn't just professional. Victor made it personal too, talking about Pop being like truly inspiring on and off the court. And maybe you're wondering why this bond between them is such a big deal, right? Wembanyama, this young superstar, is like at the start of what could be an amazing NBA career. And having a mentor like Pop, even briefly, that's just massive. It's all about learning from the best. I mean, when you look back at how Popovich has molded the likes of Duncan, Robinson, Ginobili, Parker, all these legends, it gives you a sense of what Victor's taking in from him. Now, let's be real here. This tribute wasn't just words on a screen. It was an acknowledgement of the personal growth and the direction his career might take because of Popovich's influence. He talks about being honored to be a part of Pop's legacy. That's gigantic, right? It's like Victor is carrying forward the torch of a culture filled with resilience, winning mentality, and, you know, that ambition to always be better. For someone like Victor, navigating through the complexities of the NBA can be daunting. You're coming in as a young player, and all eyes are on you, people expecting greatness. So, having Popovich's mentorship, even if it's just a layer beneath the player-coach relationship, kind of gives him a solid foundation, a roadmap to thrive in this high-pressure environment. But things change, and Pop's shift from head coach doesn't mean their connection is severed. Their unique relationship, it's still there, it's strong, you know. This is an important phase for Wembanyama and the Spurs, really. They're in a sort of transitional period, and having Popovich in a different role means that he'll still be like a guiding light for Victor. Think about it, Popovich's move to president of basketball operations is like him stepping into a wise sage role, kind of hovering over the organization, moving pieces and making strategic decisions. Wembanyama will still have access to that fountain of knowledge and wisdom. So what really happened out there is, well, Popovich's legacy is seriously providing the backbone for Victor's journey. And we, as spectators, as fans, we're just in for watching how Wembanyama takes these lessons and this leadership to navigate his path forward in the NBA. It's like we get to see those values and that culture being handed down, generation after generation. Exciting times, folks, real exciting times. All right, folks, shifting gears, let's talk about the next chapter in the legacy of Gregg Popovich. So, Pop's transition to the role of president of basketball operations is massive. It's like a paradigm shift, not just for the Spurs, but for the NBA. When you spend nearly 3 decades coaching at the highest level, the depth of insight and strategic brilliance you bring is quite frankly unmatched. Now, as president of basketball operations, Popovich will continue to weave that legendary influence over the Spurs. He'll be calling shots from up high, you know, shaping the team's future in a profound way. Imagine having that wealth of experience guiding the decision-making process. It's a treasure for the Spurs, ensuring that even though he's not on the sidelines, his fingerprints are all over the blueprint of this team's strategic roadmap. Let's get into how Popovich's ongoing involvement will impact player development. Over the years, he's crafted a culture that prioritizes growth, integrity, and a genuine commitment to excellence. This ethos is something he'll continue to instill from his elevated platform. It's not about micromanaging, it's about cultivating an environment where players like Wembanyama can flourish. His new role allows him to, focus on long-term strategies while nurturing talent in a more holistic way. Think of it this way. The Spurs culture, it's not just about winning games, it's about building character, resilience, and a team that's unified in purpose. Pop has always been the architect of this vision, and his continued presence means that the new generation of players will still be immersed in that culture. Wembanyama, for instance, by now you can see he's stepping into an ecosystem that's, designed to maximize his potential. Because of Popovich's ongoing influence, Victor and others like him, get to experience the unique Spurs approach to basketball that, quite honestly, is hard to find anywhere else. But here's the kicker. Pop's role also extends beyond the players. It envelops the entire organization, aligning the coaching staff and the front office with a seamless philosophy that's cohesive and forward-thinking. At the end of the day, it sets the Spurs up for sustained success, really laying down the groundwork for the next championship run. So, what does this mean for the Spurs in the bigger picture? It's simple. Popovich's legacy, it's not just continuing, it's like evolving. This transition is actually a testament to his adaptability and recognition of where he can make the most impact now. It's like watching a master chess player shift positions on the board, plotting out moves that others just can't see yet. And now, the ball's in Wembanyama's court, literally and figuratively. He's in a perfect position to leverage this legacy to craft his own narrative, while still anchored by the foundational values instilled by Popovich. All right, I'd love for you to jump in and share your thoughts. What do you think about Popovich's new role? Do you see this as a positive move for the Spurs' future? Let's chat in the comments below. Seriously, I can't wait to hear your take on this transition and what it might mean for the Spurs' next chapter.